Brainstorming and sharing ideas is the funnest part of the creative process. We decided to skip the boring part of actually making stuff and just do the fun part. I'm your host, Tom Wolma.
Kim Cook.
Brian Atkinson.
Hi, I'm Tommy Cook. Vote for me.
And this is Creativity Wasted. One thing that I am obsessed with is industries that refuse to change and they just go down with the ship because they're so stubborn they refuse to change. And like one of the things is like the news media, like they're running out of money to have investigative reporters, but they need 20 people in the room every time the president speaks, or they need a guy standing out in a hurricane. It's like, can't you like allocate your money in ways that make more sense than that? So that's like one of them that doesn't make sense. And I think another one of them that doesn't make sense is the ski industry. Because I think with global warming and like, I think less people maybe are interested in like outdoor sports, like there's more indoor kids and stuff. So it's like there's a dwindling market, I think, for skiing, and they make it so you have to pass a fear of heights endurance challenge to play their sport. Like, could you imagine if you had to walk through like a hall of spiders to get into the game, like how that would hurt the profitability of baseball? Like how insane that would be. But
you're saying like a fear factor before any sports like event type thing?
I'm saying there is one right now for skiing.
Yeah.
And there shouldn't be. Fear of heights is like the second biggest fear in the world. And in order to ski, they make everybody sit on a ski lift where you're 40 feet up in the air or more, and your feet are dangling just down into the space, flopping around like off the ledge. It's like, if you found a better way to get people up the hill, I think right away you'd insanely increase the market for skiing.
Like an elevator up this.
Well, they have the magic carpet style where it's a tow rope where you just grab the rope and it just pulls you up the hill.
I've seen that on like bunny hills, but never on like a.
Tom, you did a lot of skiing?
No, I hate skiing, but that's beside the point.
Do you hate heights?
Yeah, I hate heights. I really, really do hate heights. Like, I forced myself to go skiing maybe 7 or 8 years ago with a friend of mine, sort of as a way to like build confidence to overcome my fear of heights. I was miserable the whole time.
Oh,
it didn't help?
No, not at all. It was just an intense fear. I dreaded every time we had to go back up that hill. And it's like,
so the lift was more scary.
Fear will never diminish. Yeah, the lift. Yeah. Skiing, because I'm not that good at it, because I've only done it maybe 7-8 times ever, is a little scary. Like, I'm afraid I'm going to ski into somebody or something. But the lift is like level 9, level 10 fear. Like, I hate it. Like, if we go to the Grand Canyon, I'm 10 feet from the ledge. I'm not getting closer to the ledge to take the photo. It's like, I am horribly afraid of heights, and I'm not near the only one.
I was afraid of heights, but I feel like I do challenge it. Like you were saying, like, there's some sort of thing like, well, everybody's doing it. I want to try. And it's like, I remember a few times ago when I was in Chicago, I'm like, I want to go to that clear floor and like check it out. Like, I'm going to do it. Like, and it's like, I did it, I was surprised. I actually started dancing on it. So I don't know, maybe what if there's like a dance floor or something on ski lifts or something, like a gondola, but like dance party up, I don't know.
But there's one thing to like overcome it once, and then there's the other thing to completely squash the fear, overcome it that way. But
you're right.
I did number 1, not number 2.
But
I was thinking about skiing and ski lifts, and I thought because they're having all of these self-driving cars.
Mm-hmm.
Why not like a self-driving snowmobile or like a self-driving thing? Because you don't want to have to pay 40 people to drive snowmobiles up and down all day instead of having a ski lift. But if it was automated, it might make sense. And then I thought there's different ways you could do that. You could have it be a literal snowmobile, or you could have like a trail, like maybe even with like a dome over it, so it's like not in the snow, and it's like a golf cart that goes up and down in like a trail or something. Like,
what about a flying recycled TV that takes you up there before it now? Goes to recycle. I don't know, just thoughts now.
I knew this idea would
TVs
fall
at the bottom,
bit, but
the recycling center's at the top,
Yeah.
and it just carries you up the hill.
I'm all for ease, and I don't like heights either, so I think.
Yeah, but how is that all that
Did you
different
go
than the
skiing
tow
there?
rope?
Yeah, I will say the thing that was hardest for me, I've only been skiing a few times, but it was actually making myself get off the lift. One time I didn't, and then it just like, and I'm
right back around
with you. But if I could, just already be up there and then, pizza my way down the hill, I would be fine. But it was terrifying to me to get off of the ski lift. So.
Okay, so I think my idea is not funny at all, but I think it's practical based on Kim's testimony.
I'm for it.
Yeah, certainly practical. Yeah. You started out with the idea of that industries that resist change and then go under. And
yeah, we could go to that angle conversationally if we want to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I was just trying to figure out that connection. Is it because there's just not going to be enough snow? Or
there's not going to be enough good ski days with global warming, and then possibly with less younger people getting into skiing.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that there was a company that bought Vail Resorts, bought like all the ski resorts in the country. They bought like 30, 40 ski resorts, and they have like some fast pass that gets you into all of them. But then they sort of fucked it up, so people were waiting like 3 hours to go up the hill once, and like insane things like that.
So I think we really need to find creative ways to get up and down a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Teleportation.
Teleportation. But I mean, like, for the scenic, enjoyable thing of it, like whether you're riding a scooter up and down Bridger Bowl or these awesome mountains and stuff like that, that doesn't inhibit the heights thing, and because of global warming stuff. So, like, how can you traverse up and down a mountain, scenically enjoy it, but like there's no snow?
So here's my thought. You eventually get to the top of the mountain, and it's scenic there.
Mm.
You don't need the scenicness the whole way up.
That's true.
If it elicits intense fear in half of the population, maybe it's not worth it. Or maybe,
I think that's the punchline, yeah.
Maybe we only need half of the scenicness.
Maybe it's telling you something if everyone's afraid of heights.
Isn't the first worst fear is public speaking? Is that right?
Yeah, I think that's
public speaking, death, and then heights.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would count death as a fear. Like, it's in its own category, I would say.
Well, we can all public speak. We know that.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of.
I'm still pretty.
Can we do it high? Elevation.
Right. Taking all the oxygen out.
Yeah, maybe skiing, they should make people give public speeches while they're on the ski lift, just to filter out even more of their market.
Just immerse yourself and then throw spiders.
Dumber of a business model.
Booking an open mic at Everest. Who's showing up?
Yeah. I'm in.
That reminds me of that one.
Do a type 5.
Harlan Williams did a comedy special like out in the desert with like
what?
instead of the audience, there was like animals and stuff. It was really
That's
weird.
awesome.
I do that when I rehearse. I mean, I perform to my
Yeah.
dogs, but yeah.
To your dogs, yeah. And Maria
Really?
Bamford is famous for doing it just for her parents.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gold.
And they don't laugh.
No.
Are they
Yeah.
like
Well, they
non-supportive
do,
parents?
but yeah. But it's just the two of them.
Sorry if I'm off-railing things, but I've listened to a lot of, so I love Audible, and I listen to Maria Bamford's, and I'm listening to Leslie Jones's, from Saturday Night Live right now, which is outstanding. And it's amazing how many like family members tell people they're not funny. Like, how could you tell Maria Bamford or how could you tell Leslie Jones they're not funny? But anyway, that's my side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my sidebar.
Are they so not funny that you want to take them up in a ski lift and throw them down a mountain?
They are so funny. I would go up with them and not be afraid of the height.
Yeah, maybe they're the distraction. Maybe you need a TV on the ski lifts.
Yes. I like the
recycled old TV to bring it back to Tommy's idea.
I love all of it. Yeah. Anything to remove. I have a fear of heights too. So
my other thought about the ski lift thing is I think there's a thing with ski resorts where they need a certain number of people to make it worth running the lifts. Like if there's a low turnout on a ski night, they'll shut down like half of the lifts because they don't want to have to pay to keep them all running. So if they had a thing with like little automated self-driving go-karts, you could have one guy there who wants to ski and it would be worth it. Like you don't need to have a high enough level of customers. Another practical yet not funny reason that my idea is a good
yeah, I don't know if I'd be afraid of skiing, but afterwards in the lodge and everything, I'm afraid of hot chocolate. And I think that could be a serious complication to having a ski weekend.
You're afraid like
hot chocolate
of you eating it, or if you're like
just the existence of hot chocolate, because it's like as soon as you get it, you immediately just burn your lips and your tongue and the roof of your mouth, and you're immediately injured by the hot chocolate.
It's called hot chocolate.
I know. It's in the name. Yeah. But you're like, oh, I can't tell how hot this is. Yeah. And then so you try it.
Medium chocolate, please.
Yeah. Like a lukewarm chocolate, please.
I do think that they make it insanely overheated.
Yeah.
Hot chocolate. Like coffee, they sort of figured it out. Like McDonald's after they burn the person. Like it's not like insanely like hot chocolate. They take it a level higher than. I'm not a big coffee drinker, but they take it like a notch. They take it to 11. Like why do they need it to be that hot?
Yeah.
Hot chocolate medicine drips.
Yeah, there you go. So that's your flavor that you'd be after there.
Sounds so good.
Yeah, with marshmallows. That accounts for the lumps.
Just use a neti pot because it's already hot. Just
I've heard.
I'm afraid of neti pots. They scare me.
Yeah.
I bought one. I never used it.
Neti pot chocolate.
Really?
You snort the hot chocolate.
Yeah. Okay. Just pour that hot chocolate right through the sinuses. Clear you right out. In one, out the other.
Can you taste it? I wonder.
Yeah. You taste it on the way through, probably. I don't know.
I like doing like the Halo salt rooms. And I feel like that's similar to like a neti pot type thing where you sit in a room and they shoot like salt in the air and you breathe it in. It's supposed to be good for your skin and that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's really weird.
They have the creative idea that you're bringing to us that you think is a good idea.
No, like literally I've been going and doing these holistic type things, different like salt type things. And I'll go and like joke write while I'm there because it's like just like a isolating type thing, even those deprivation tank type stuff. When I can't focus and I go float and then I'll lay in there and it's like, oh, I can't just meditate. I'm just going to work on my 15-minute set. Like just say it out loud while I'm floating. It's so weird.
Can the other people on the tanks next to you, do they tell you to shut up?
No. You're in there, somebody else going,
I mean, the problem is I riff too much, just like our president, so it never stick to the exact 15. So,
So skiing. Anybody go skiing regularly?
I do
I
not.
snowboard. I've never skied in my life.
Snow tubing is my speed. You hook the tube up to the lift, and it hauls you up
Oh.
the mountain or the hill like we have in Michigan. And you get to the top, you get off, you pick up the tube, you walk it over, you get on it, you go down the hill. Psh, super easy, lots of fun. All the fun of sledding, but the soft, cushy inner tube.
That
I think
sounds so
sledding
nice.
is more fun.
That sounds so nice.
Yep.
It's
And-
too organized. It's like shooting a gun in a gun range. It takes the fun out of it.
Yeah, because if you turn that gun sideways, everybody gets all bent out of shape.
No, but paintball is super fun, or video game is super fun, but shooting in a room at a stationary target in
Yeah.
a dead silent room with all these rules and like it takes the fun out of.
Yeah,
I don't
they
see
should.
why anybody. I did it once. I don't see a need to do it. Tubing
Yeah.
is sort of like that. There's nothing to run into. There's no ramps. There's no.
If you go
like,
with a
you
group
don't
of people,
build
you can
anything as a
hook your
kid.
tubes together. Everybody can join hands, and you go down as a big mass and
little bit
an
of
amoeba of
fun
inner
that you
tubes.
did, but-
I think we need more distractions at gun ranges. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah, clearly. Like, what
Oh,
if?
they have a thing? My dad used to do this where for not gun but for bow hunting, where it's like a VR thing where the things they're moving and he's shooting at it. That sounds super fun.
Yeah, and if you used,
gun
instead of
range
the
is-
targets, you used old electronic devices.
Yes. Yeah. For real.
Or you could do that when you're on the ski lift. Just
Yeah,
like
from the ski lift.
yeah.
Genius.
Then you're not holding on at all.
Yeah.
I'd be scared to death.
Now you've added an
Both
element of
hands are on the
danger.
bow.
While
make a
watching
movie
your
about-
favorite
yeah.
Christmas movie.
There you go.
Yeah.
That turned into a horror movie. It's Krampus. Okay.
The ski lift this Christmas on Netflix.
Yo, if they had video that you could watch movies on a ski lift, you wouldn't be as scared.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I already
And
mentioned that.
Yeah.
You did?
If
I wasn't
the-
listening.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you were
Not,
not
not with as
listening.
much enthusiasm though.
No, it wasn't as exciting.
No. Any shows you guys want to plug before we go? Podcasts, socials.
Yeah, I mean, I got a show tomorrow night and on Friday.
Great. You got a
I hope
Valentine's
it goes
show?
good. Yeah, I'm doing a Valentine's Day show, XOX, tomorrow night at Ziggy's. I got 4 comics, 2 bands, and then on Friday I'm doing a show in Michigan at the Rex down there. So looking forward to that. Hopefully the weather holds up.
Wednesday, March 26th at the Wealthy Theater. I'm going to be there with a couple of local TV personalities stepping into comedy roles. Matt Sharp, he runs Stand Up Therapy Live. Local weather personality Terry DeBoer is going to do her comedy debut. She's going to do 5 minutes or so. Rick Weist, he's the plant guy on radio and TV shows on Wood Radio. And we have a host, Kyle Underwood, former TV personality. And then there's me, who I'll be closing that show up. Really looking forward to it. The $15 tickets are on sale now at the wealthytheater.org website.
What's the show called?
Stand Up Therapy Live.
All right. I'm doing the Sunday Night Funnies on March 2nd for Women's History Month. So me and some funny women will be on there. And then I'm doing a couple of Laugh Fest shows. So on the 5th, it is the Cancer Survivor Showcase. Very tough to qualify for that show, but I did
Good
survive
job.
and
Well,
I did make it
way to go.
this year. And then I'm also doing another show, North Kent Comedy. So the Cancer Survivor one's on the 5th and the North Kent Comedy is on the 6th. And you could just get that on the Laugh Fest website. Doing a show in Muskegon with Eric Olive. That's on the 14th, 21st. Mark Monto's show in Burton, Michigan. And then on the 29th, the Muskegon Yacht Club.
That's a really fun show.
I don't have much to plug. I have a North Kent show, I think, in April. I'll put
Nice.
the date.
I just want to plug one thing. At the end of May, beginning of June, I will be doing the musical American Idiot. So I'm super excited about that. It's down in Wyandotte, and I'm playing the role of Tunny, which is a combination of Tommy and funny. So it's like kind of cool. Right? Yeah, but I'm super excited about it. 20 years since Green Day's American Idiot album came out, and I just feel like it's super timely. So I'm kind of taking a break on mics, still producing a few shows and that kind of stuff, but getting back in the musical theater realm of the performing arts.
Yeah, way to go.
Thanks.
This has been a production of Planet Amp Podcast, powered by Pinecast.